mentioned how you wanted to make a naval film,
Yes.
Which is quite an interesting kind of genre. What kind of motivated you to make that?
My father was a big naval historian, amateur, but he loved the Navy. And as a kid, I grew up, he had a sailboat. We would spend the summers sailing my boat, or my dad's boat, from on the east coast of the United States, from New York City all the way up to Maine, a beautiful part of the country. And my dad would tell me stories of great naval battles. He was a particular student of World War II. So the battles between Germany and Britain in the Atlantic Ocean, and some of the great battles between America and Japan. And there were stories that really resonated with me. Not so much then. I thought it was kind of boring. But as I got older, and I developed a stronger appreciation for just how significant that war was, and how brave these men were, and how rough and violent that lifestyle was. I just, at a certain point, realized I wanted to do a film with a naval component. I was also in the mood to make kind of a big, raucous summer movie, a popcorn movie, and kind of had my Indiana Jones heart, that was beating strong, and wanted to make a film that dealt with the Navy but wasn't maybe as brutal as a real war movie would be. And so the idea of Battleship started to make sense. The idea of aliens as our enemy rather than humans fighting humans made a bit more sense. And I guess at the end of the day, it was really a bunch of long lectures my dad gave me as a kid that at the time I didn't realize I was paying attention to, but have found now that I'm a bit older that I actually was paying close attention.
Were there many films that you watched that kind of had that element to it?
Two films that I was thinking about when I made Battleship was the Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park. And obviously they're completely different movies, but I love the tone, and I love remembering going to see Jurassic Park for the first time with my dad. And the two of us walking out, I had my arm around him, and we both had big smiles, and it was this, I was a kid, a little kid, and he was a grown man, and we both just kind of went with it. And same with Jurassic Park. And I wanted to make a movie that, I have a 12-year-old son, that my son could go to, that my dad, who's a bit older now, could go to, and then I could go to, and we could probably bring my mom, and she'd have a good time too.
Yeah.
And that was the goal.
Do you still enjoy going to the cinema, and what sort of films do you enjoy at the moment?
I enjoy everything from, I love documentaries. Buck is my favorite documentary. Did you see Buck?
I'm about to see that.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a good one about the horse whisperer. To Black Swan, The Wrestler. I like smaller indie films, and I'm really looking forward to seeing The Dark Knight this year. And I, as someone that's made kind of both types of films, I appreciate indie films. But now that I've gotten in Hancock and Battleship to make big effects films, I have a real appreciation for how hard it is. So I go out and see Transformers, I see Iron Man, I'll see Avengers. I understand how hard it is as a filmmaker to bring these kind of effects to life in movies. So I like it all.
Excellent. Perfect. Thank you very much. That's brilliant.
Pleasure.